Galaxy Note 8 version here. All right, this is Andy Leonard with Data Driven TV, and I'm with the other Andy.
Hi.
That's Andy Yoon. He's the organizer, the leader of the organizers, I should say.
One of the many.
Of SQL Saturday in Chicago, number 719. Andy, you work for this company. And who is that?
Oh, it's a company that happens to be called Century One.
Bum, bum, bum. There we go. And we should have played a little music or something, a little night train or something.
Yeah. No, I work for Century One. I'm a solutions engineer with them. I help them talk about their software, do demos, help customers, ramp up on how to use the products and things like that. All sorts of really cool stuff. Visit you, attend events, and anything and everything as far as Century One is concerned.
So I'm curious, what motivates you to lead an event like this?
So what motivates me? It's, for many years I was an attendee, and, I would come out to these types of events, and, it's just like, how can I get involved? Because I'm getting so many cool things out of this. So what motivates me is just the fact that I've gotten so much out of it, and it's helped me get to where I am now, So, I want to hopefully help others, who are in the same place I was 4, 5, 6 years ago, eventually get to a similar place for themselves 4, 5, 6 years from now, or whatever the case may be, what I mean? So,
awesome stuff. So, you've got a great team here, obviously. And we're at Benedictine College. Did I say that right?
Mm-hmm. Benedictine University.
Okay. I knew I'd messed that up.
Yep.
Great location. And it's your first time here. The event, from what I've seen, has been a smashing success.
Well, thank you very much. I'm super happy to hear that. So.
I heard of this one presenter whose laptop died, and he had to do interpretive dance. Other than that was me.
Yes.
But, other than that, it's been a great event, and everybody seems to be learning. How many attendees did you have sign up?
So we had, around 500 or so sign up, with a couple hundred on our wait list. We're notorious for waitlisting super early. We actually had our wait list 3 months in advance.
My goodness.
Last year we had our wait list 2 months in advance.
Wow.
So,
That's a lot of people interested then.
It sure is. Sure is. Because of our location, we're very lucky to draw people not just from the Chicago area, but also from Wisconsin, from Indiana, and even Iowa. So we draw people from all over. So we're very lucky that way.
And one redneck from Virginia. So
we have someone from Norway here.
Yes, that's
true. We have Catherine.
I talked to Catherine just a little while ago, so our listeners will be able to pick that up.
Yeah.
So we talk, at Data Driven, we talk a lot about data science. We focus on machine learning, AI, that sort of stuff. Where do you see yourself and maybe Century One and the community fitting in with that? I know it's a left field question here. But,
yes and no. So, what I can say as far as Century One is concerned is that we have a couple of data scientists on staff now.
Interesting.
And they're doing some really cool, innovative work, things that I can't necessarily talk about. But, we're doing, you might be able to guess and imagine that, hey, if we have data scientists on staff, Century One, maybe we're working on something doing data science-y into our application. So that's the best I can say to that right now publicly.
Very cool.
Look for some stuff coming later this year, I hope.
Okay.
I hope.
Okay.
So,
Very cool. So actually a friend of mine, a person I've worked with in the past, is y'all's new CEO.
Oh, have you? That's right. You worked with Bob Potter before.
Bob Potter.
Yes.
And I have a lot of respect and admiration for Bob. Just as a person, but as a leader, he's one of the best. He's a natural leader.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy him a lot. You can talk bad about him now on camera. No, don't do that. I know you won't, but what do you think? What do you think of Bob in the new direction? Because 6 months ago or something, he came on like full time. I know he was there for a while before that.
Right.
Kind of advising.
So what I'll tell you is this, at a recent employee gathering, I wound up having dinner with him and some of my teammates and whatnot. And I'll say this flat out, and I'm happy to say this on camera, that he left a really good impression with me, getting to know him as not only as an executive, but as a person. So it gave me a lot of confidence. And like I said, I'm happy saying this on record publicly. So hi, Bob. I say this because I mean it. You know what I mean? So
he's awesome. We had you may ask him about this, but we had we had an interesting evening, a gathering where we watched the Celtics play basketball in a real Irish bar. It was, in fact, I describe it as so Irish that they were talking smack about the British. I mean, that's how Irish it was.
I'm not surprised. He is definitely a very passionate Patriots fan for sure.
He is, and we were watching him play, and then after that, we went out to the car and it was gone. We had parked in the wrong spot. And then the adventure begins, but I won't say anything on camera.
Sure.
It wasn't anything bad, but it was an adventure.
Right on.
So, yeah, that's a bonding experience, when you hear the chimes at midnight and then 1 and 2.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But yeah, good stuff. Well, thank you, Andy, for all your hard work. I know you well enough to say you're going to say, "Oh, it's a team effort," and everybody else. I get that, and it is because I've been in your position, and it really is that. That said, it's also it's somebody has to be the person to make the call. When you've got A or B to pick, somebody has to say, "Yep, we're going with A." And kudos to you for all your work in the community.
Well, thank you for that, but I'm not the only one making that call. It seriously is a team effort, so
I knew you were going to say, I'm going to let you off the hook.
All right.
Thanks so much, Andy.
Thank you, Andy.
All right.
Take care, everyone.
All right, bye.